This is the audience. Okay, this is speech number 3, informative speech over Mustangs. Hello, my name is Brett Hauser, and today I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the Ford Mustang. The American car industry is well known for its big three: Chrysler, General Motors, and Ford. All of these companies have their specific brands, their vehicles, they're symbolic of their name. GM has the Corvette, Chrysler has the Viper, but the car that is a true American icon is the Ford Mustang. The Ford Mustang has a long and strong history. The first model was produced in 1964. The base cost was $2,380 for the hardtop model. The soft top's going to cost you a little bit more, just a couple hundred. There were 121,528 Mustangs produced in 1964. The first day the car was unveiled at the New York World Fair, there was a shocking 22,000 cars sold the first day. A month into the life of the Mustang, the car was used as a pace car in the Indianapolis 500. The Mustang movie career began in 1964 in the James Bond movie Goldfinger. In 1965, the Shelby GT350 was introduced with a 306 horsepower V8. Shelby continued the use of this car to go on and win 3 SCCA championships. The 1967 Mustang is considered the high point for the 60s pony cars. This is the same car used in the film Gone in 60 Seconds, driven by Nicolas Cage. The 1967 to 1973 Mustangs were big and full of power. The vehicles during this period continued to increase in size to house the massive power plants that were popular in that day. The muscle car craze was going strong, and everyone wanted power and a big car. Mustang was trying to compete with cars such as the Camaro for speed and popularity. 1974 was the year of the Mustang makeover. The car was designed with a smaller engine and a smaller body due to the shortage of fuel in the United States. The V8 version of the car was originally not produced in '74, but the extreme demand for the higher power pony drove the company to include it in production in 1975. The 1980s brought the worst ages of the Mustang. The Mustang went from the powerhouse to a grandma car. The horsepower went from a rubber-burning near 400 horsepower to a mere 120 horsepower in their highest powered vehicle. In 1994, Fox platform brought back the designs from the past. The car had a 215 horsepower, 5.0 liter V8. This was an upsettingly low output for many of the pony lovers though. This year the Mustang made its third appearance as a pace car for the famed Indy 500. 94 model did relatively well in sales for this year though, with 123,000 cars sold in the year. The next major change came in 96 when the Mustang lost the trusted 5.0 liter. The engine went to a smaller but equally powerful 4.6 liter V8. In 1999 to 2004, there was a major style change for the Mustang. The 2000 year brought the Cobra R, a specialty Mustang with lots of power and very few luxuries. The car was designed for speed and was designed without radios and without air conditioning. This didn't stop many of the Mustang enthusiasts from purchasing the Cobra. The Pony 6-cylinder and the GT versions were also available this year. The 9th generation was unveiled in 2005 and brought back some of the original designs from the Mustang's early days. The GT version of the car came with a 305 horsepower and the 6-cylinder came with a decent 200 horsepower. This design was loved by many Mustang enthusiasts because it went back to the original lines but still put a more modern feel on the design. The new car models of today will never gain the popularity and the love of a nation like the muscle cars of the 60s and the 70s. One of the most coveted cars during that period was the Ford Mustang. The vehicle has a strong history and still is one of the most loved vehicles of the day. Now, a few years back, my father, who was a big Mustang enthusiast, he had several of them himself, he gave me a present. I was really excited. I thought that I was going to get a really nice Ford Mustang, but instead, still very true to my heart, he gave me this keychain. This was from a 1972 Ford Mustang. It was one of his own. He really loved the cars as well as I did, and I believe his passion for the vehicle is why I love the car so much as I do. So hopefully this taught you a little bit about the Ford Mustang and the history that it's been through, and hopefully you've had the pleasure of riding in one, because I know I love them and I'm sure you will too. Thank you.